For example, I created a table, right? So to check that, what you need to do is this is yesterday we have done everything in a studio. I shown you like if you want to create an application, you need to go to studio and create it. Okay. As soon as your application is created, okay, here you have this option, right? This we call as application pickup. Okay. So what is our application name? Loan request, right? Just type your application here and select that application. Okay. It is mandatory, whatever the development you want to do in a particular application, it should be selected here. For example, I created a loan request application. Okay. So if you are going to do something on this application, you should must first select here, then create an update set in it. Okay. Then do the development. Okay. So yesterday, what what I said, we have created a table. Okay. So how should I open the table in this UI? This is normal UI, right? So first thing is the tables data, whatever the table I created yesterday, that will get stored in the tables. It is also one table. Okay. As I told you, right, everything in ServiceNow will get stored in one table. Okay. If I just tables here, okay, under if I just scroll down, under system definition, we have tables. Okay. So here, if I just type loan, okay, this is the table I created through this activity. Okay. So now in this, I will just open this table. How to open it? Just copy the table name. Okay. Go to your navigator here. Okay. And dot list. Okay. So if you do it in a capital dot list, what happens is the table will open in a new window. For example, I will tell you. So remember table name dot list. Okay. So if I do like this, if I just click on enter, okay, you can see the new window was opened. Okay. For example, if I just give the table name again, if I just say dot small letters, okay, small letters list, then it will open in a same window. Same window means you will see this white screen and goes away, right? For example, if I enter, you see this opens here itself. Okay. Any table you want to open it in a service now, okay, you need to know the table name and what the backend value of it. For example, we have created this table. Okay, this was the name of the table. Okay, and just go to the navigator and enter table.list so that the table will open like this. Okay, and next thing is these were the fields which I asked you to add it to the activity. For example, if I go here, yeah, these are the fields, right? So these are the fields which I've asked you to add that activity. For example, if I go to the table, you will see the number field, okay, number field and loan amount, okay, application name, approval date, loan amount, loan term, loan type, okay. So these are all the fields where basically user will fill this information, okay. Uh, it is clear, right? And next thing was modules, okay. I will tell you what are modules. And fields are nothing but these which we created. These we call it as a fields. Okay. So for example, if I just click on new here, okay. So this will open a form. This is my first loan application. Okay. So here I can enter the number. The loan term is basically consider it in years. I didn't mention it is years or anything. So status should be approval. So I can mention approval date should be March 1st and requested date should be today. Okay. And I could mention loan amount should be like some around 10,000. Sorry, this is 1,000. Okay. This is a form. Yesterday I told you this is a form. These are all the fields. Fields provide the information. Okay. So let's say user need a loan now. He is creating an one of the loan application. Once he opens this form, this displays these fields, which basically collect the information from the user. Okay. For example, here user is filling this in order personal loan. So when he was requesting, he was requesting today. Okay. So for whom this application is for example, here we have a bill tutor, or you can just take my name. Let's say I'm filling this loan application. Okay. So this is my loan application. What user will do? User will just submit it. Okay. So that it will create a record. Got it right? So this record will contain the loan information. Okay. So another thing was this is a form, right? Okay. Even in the form, we can adjust these fields. What mean by adjust? Let's say, right? So you want loan status to be below number, or you want approval date after payment start date. Okay. Or you want loan type to be at last and applicant name should come here. That adjustment you can do. Okay. How to do that? We had opened a form now. Okay. So to do that adjustment, we have two options. Okay. So first one was form layout. Okay. I will tell you form layout where it will be form layout and form design. Okay. So basically we can design this form however we want. Okay. To show the user. Okay. So for example, what I will do here is this applicant name is there, right? I will put below number. Okay. And I will put loan type below the applicant name. I will just show you how it perform, how I will modify this. Number we have, right? Okay. Then under number, what I will do, what options we have here, applicant name. Okay. Applicant name, then I will add loan type. Okay. Then I will add loan type. Then I will add request date. Okay. So how to do this? How we can put this in a such an order? Okay. So this is the form, right? Here you see additional actions, which we call it as three lines, but remember as the additional actions. Once you click on this, you will get these options: save, insert, configure. Okay. What you need to do is just click on configure. Okay. So here we have, oh, sorry, I clicked wrong one. Okay. So here we have form design, form layout. Basically, this helps us to restructure the form how we need. For example, if I click on form design, it will open the configuration part. Okay. Let me just show you. Let it load. Okay. So, but what I told you, like I want to, sorry, yeah. So I want to make this fields adjustment here like this, right? So here we have a number field. Here we have an applicant field. Okay. So we have to bring applicant name be- below the number. What you just need to do is to place a cursor here. Okay. And just drag it. Okay. And what I want to do, I want to bring loan type below the applicant name. Okay. Then I want to bring it loan loan type below the request date below the loan type. Then I will bring loan term here. It's just adjustment, guys. Okay. So however you need, you can adjust these fields. Okay. And what to do now? Just save it. Okay. Just save this. Now you go back to your, this is our old form, right? Okay. Just refresh this form. See, everything got changed. This is how you can define to anyone in the platform. You are a developer, you are admin, right? As per your requirement, you can make it form I mean, this form unique or this form same way for everyone who is using our platform. Okay. For example, this loan request being used by many people in that organization, right? So you can decide like what the fields should be there as an admin, as a developer. You should decide, okay, what field should be there below, what should be there after. Okay. So this is one way of doing this. Okay. Adjusting it. Another way is, as I told you, go back here again, additional actions, and click on configure form layout. Okay. This is same thing we do, whatever the first time we did that, it will be same, but it is the other way of doing it. Okay. So here we have same thing. If you want to move it up, just split means form is getting split, right? Like I will tell you what it is. So loan term I have moved up. Now I will save this form. You can see the loan term you are seeing. So split means these guys, okay. This type you see here, you see five fields here or five, yeah, six fields there and three fields here. Okay. So if you want the form to be separated on the two ways, for that what you need to do is you need to add this split. Okay. You need to add this split. If I remove this, the form will be created in single way. Okay. This is not good as per the experience. We never in if you have experience in service now using it, we will not have form like this mostly. Okay. So we will have split option so that it will appear on the both sides. Okay. Just add the split wherever you want to add. For example, I want to add of before after request so that this four will appear in one row. This will appear in another row. I will just save it. Okay. This is how. Okay. So basically, this is form designing. Okay. This is how we design the forms. Okay. And coming to this, okay, we had a table. We know how to design a form. Even you can do one more thing here. Okay. So if you want to create a new field, okay. So let's say I want to have a new field here. So the field name is something like um, loan duration. I have loan term. I have. Okay. So I will create the duration date or loan duration in months. For example, here we have this right loan duration term. So what I will do, I will remove this thing and I will create a new field. The field name will be mention loan duration in months. For example, how to do that? Again, similar way, go to form design, okay, or form layout, or I will show you both the way. Go to form design here. You want to create a new field, right? So here you need to select what is the field type. Okay. So duration means months. Okay. Months means it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It will be something like this, right? So this we call it as integers. Okay. So now as it is the numbers, our field type should be an integer. Okay. Now what you need to do is you just go to field types here and type integer. Okay. And drag it here. Okay. And click on this and you give the label. Label is something I will show you. You will see this applicant name, right? This is the label. This is how it will appear to the user. So backend value should be anything. Okay. So remember one thing, the backend value should not appear to the end user. Only the label should appear. Okay. For example, see these are the backend values. For example, for application name, this is the backend value. Application underscore name. For loan type, loan underscore type. For request date, request underscore type. This should not visible to the user. Only labels should visible, like application name, loan type. Okay. Make sure you don't have underscores while you are adding fields on the form. Okay. So it should be like this only. It should just provide to the user what information you need to fill in. Don't add underscores and dots and okay, don't do that. Just here I will show you. I will say loan duration. loan duration in months. Okay. So that what is the meaning of this field? So you enter how much duration loan you want in months. Okay. So here you need to give the name. Name is nothing but backend value. How to do that? So yeah, this is your wish. You can keep anything. For example, I can keep this as loan duration, U underscore loan duration. Okay. And then that's it. What you need to do, you need to just click on cancel. Okay. So that it will be added. Now, let's say you added one field, you want to remove it. I said, right, I will remove this loan term here. And that doesn't make any sense. It is months or years. So to remove that, what you need to do is you need to just click on this icon. Okay. So that the field will get removed. And again, to reflect your changes, just save the form. Okay. And just reload this. You can see the loan duration in months. Okay. So only label will appear here. Whatever I have given you underscore loan details will not should not appear like that. Only this should appear like this only. Okay. This is the one way of adding field. There is another way also doing it. Again, go to same one figure from the form layout. Okay. So from the form layout also you can create a new field. For that, what you need to do, you will enter into this page once you click on form layout. So you enter the name. What is the name of the field? Okay. So for example, I will say CIBIL score. What is your CIBIL score? Okay. What is your CIBIL score? Basically, we don't ask. I just telling for an example. So the CIBIL score will be in a numbers, right? So what I will do, I will just select integer. Where is integer? Yeah, here it is. Okay. Now what to do? Just click on add. See, it is getting added here. And again, you can adjust wherever you want. Okay. And just save it. Click on close. Let's see. The field got added. Okay. These are the ways, other ways, how you can create a fields. Okay. And this is about designing the form. Let's say you want to arrange some fields or you want to remove some fields. That how we can do. Okay. Another thing was on the form, let's say I want to make field as mandatory. Okay. So I think you guys know what is the mandatory means. User definitely need to fill it. Okay. So without filling it, user can't submit the form. Okay. So I want to make field mandatory. Okay. Or if I want to make field read only. Okay. Or if I want to make a particular field that I can write. Yeah. We'll discuss this too. Okay. These were the most needed things. Okay. For example, if I want to make some field mandatory. Okay. For example, here I need applicant name. Okay. So without applicant name, there is no point in submitting this application, right? So I want to make read this application name as a mandatory so that whenever the user clicks on new here, okay, this will show as a mandatory and you should must fill in that information. Without filling in, this form will not submit. Okay. So that's how I want to make it. Okay. So how to do that? Again, same process. Okay. Go to here, form design. Okay. And what I told you, I will make this applicant name as a mandate. Just click on this gear icon. Just click on mandatory here. Okay. So this is just a configuration, guys. You don't need to do any development. This is all admin parts. Okay, I will tell you like what the requirements we actually get in our projects. This is very one-time work, but it will take less time if you know need how to do it. Okay, let's say if I want to make this mandatory, what I will do, I will just click on the checkbox here and done. Save it. Okay, you no need to write any line of script to do that. Okay, and I will just go and refresh here. You can see this is a mandatory. You can see the star symbol, right? It means it is mandatory. I will show in a new form. Okay, you can see this is in red color. Okay, let's say user try to fill in the information without that field, it will not allow them. Okay. For example, if I try to save this form, it should say mandatory field is not filled in. Okay. So the application name is the mandatory field. Okay. So even if I try to submit it, that will show the name. Okay. So this is how in a form you can make whatever field you required is for you to provide information to the user. You can make it mandatory. Okay. So another one is uh, field make read only. Okay. See, the loan approved or not approved or denied or pending need to be decided by loan manager, not by the user, right? So we don't want this field user to fill in. Okay. Once the loan application is submitted, okay, loan agent or loan manager will update this. I don't want loan whoever creating the loan application, they want to fill and say, okay, it is approved or it is denied or it is pending. They don't know, right? They will get a loan or not first. Okay. So that I want to make this field read only. How to do that? Same thing. Right click here. Okay. Go to form design. And here what I need to do. Yeah, this is the status field. Again, click on this gear icon. And here you will see the mandatory read only. What I want to make read only. Correct. So just close this and save. Okay. Now if I go to this form, you can see this is read only. Okay. So user can't fill in that information. I will tell you how this will be filled. We have created roles. If you go to this activity, I told you to create a roles where here. Okay. So loan manager, loan agent. These are the roles we created. I will make that field only editable for them. I will tell you in a future sessions like how to make it. It is a development thing. I will tell you how to make it. At the moment, you can remember this. Okay. On a form, we can make any field read only mandatory also. Okay. And one more thing also we can do. Let's say here we have loan type. Okay. So this is a choice field, right? So by default, this is taking none value. Okay. So what I want is whenever user opens a form, okay. So I want to mention by default value is personal loan. Okay. So it is, let's say if I go back, mm, I think I can mention and give dot list. This is how we will open in projects guys. We will not search here the table names. Okay, we'll just type the table name and we just open it like that. I mean table name dot list. Okay. So here once you click on new, it is showing none is the default one, but I don't want this none as a default one. I want the personal loan is a default one. How can I do that? Again, same thing. Okay. Go to here, form design. Okay. And go to the field wherever you want to make the change. Okay. And I think we want to change the loan type, right? Yeah, just click on loan type. Here you will see mandatory read only. We don't want to do it anything. Or let's say if I want to, because we want to know the loan type, right? I will make it mandatory. And here it will show, here I have added the choices. Here I have choices, whatever I have given. personal loan, car loan, home loan, which you want. Okay, so what I will do is I will select the default. Here you see the default, right? You select what option should be the default option. So for example, here I will select the personal loan. Okay, and I'm making mandatory. And here I can choose the choice type also. So what mean by choosing choice type means, for example, this have none option, right? I can also make it without this none option, not showing this none option. For that, what I need to do here is I need to select the drop down without none. Or if I need none, I can select this. If I don't need that none option, it should just show the choice fields. Then I should select drop down without none. For example, I will save this with the drop down with none, and I will close this. Okay, and save again. And if I just go and refresh that form, so loan type is mandatory. Okay. Now, if I go back this here, let me close everything. Okay. So this is our table, right? Okay. So if I go and try to create a new record now, by default for user, it will say loan type is personal. Okay. And and none option you are seeing it because we have selected with none. For example, if you don't want to, if you want to remove none, just again go to form design. Again click here and you select the drop down without none. You no need to write any code for this doing it. It is just a simple configuration. Okay. That's why ServiceNow is very easy to learn. Right? So just scroll down. I mean just reload it. Now you don't see none option here. You will see only the three options. Okay. So this is how you need to play with the you can play with the forms. Okay, whatever the fields you need, you can add it. So how you want to make that field as a mandatory, as a read only, however you want to make it, you can make it. In here, we have lot of field types. I will just show you basically what field types we have. Okay, if I go to form design, you have two things, right? Fields, field types. Okay, so here we have the audio field, we have your date field, choice field, currency field, data structure field, date. These are the field types. Okay. So based on your requirement, let's say I want date and time field, so just drag and add it. Okay. If you want a duration field, just drag and add it. So based on your requirement, you can add that field types. Let's say I need this attachment. Okay. So here I will ask user to please attach 3 months bank statement. Okay. Sorry. 3 month bank statement. Okay. So I will make this backend value as attachment. Okay. So just what I'm trying to tell is, so based on your requirement, like how they want that field type as appears, that way you can select here. Okay, for example, you want attachment, you just select attachment field. If you want it as a price, you can select price. If you want it as a string, you can select it as a string. Then just save this. Okay. So go and refresh the form. You will see option to attach an document. If I click on add here, okay, this I need to fill in. If I click on add here, it will allow me choose the file. It will go to my system. Okay, and I can add this. Uh, okay, I think I need PDF. Give me a minute. Or I think I can add this. Yeah. Once you click on this, it will get added to the like this. Okay. So the field types are basically, the how you want to display that field as, how you want to configure that field as, that information you need to provide. Okay. So till now it is clear, right? Any questions? configure or you can develop your form. Okay.